Might help if I was actually here. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode, another week of the Wyatt's Metal Podcast. Excuse me while I still get my life together here. Um, how is everybody doing? Hope you're all having a beautiful, metallic, heavy week. Um, as always, let me know if everything's working fine, if you can hear me okay. Um, Dealing with such a disaster behind the scenes usually. Um, Yeah, welcome aboard to the next episode. Hope you guys saw some good bands this last week. I saw a concert. It wasn't a metal band, but it was still fucking amazing, and I definitely have to talk about it already. I went to see John Williams perform at the Hollywood Bowl with the LA Philharmonic Orchestra. He does this every summer. He plays like 3 shows at this venue, and he does the classics: Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, and it is an incredible experience to be able to be with the maestro of cinema who made all these classic, like, childhood, uh, song cinematic moments for me. Um, yeah, that show is amazing. Yeah, it was incredible, thanks. Besides that, I think that was the only show that I went to in the last time that I saw you guys. Uh, next week coming up, I will not be able to do a podcast because I will be in San Diego for Comic Con. I am working it, and I will be very busy that whole week doing very nerdy shit. So no Why It's Metal podcast next week, but I think we have a pretty good entertaining one for this week. I woke up not really knowing what I was going to talk about, trying to figure it out, and thankfully, right in the nick of time, little Bo Prick, our favorite character, just came swooping in out of nowhere to provide some good comedy material for my podcast today. So thank you, little Bo Prick. I am really thinking of selling little Bo Prick merchandise. I imagine like a t-shirt, like a sticker with this dumb little guy's face on it. Sell a voodoo pin, like voodoo doll of him. That would be good. uh, Captain XM says, "What's up, Wyatt? Love your videos. Thank you. Missed you at Download. Felt like I was the only American there. Yeah, I wasn't at Download this year, unfortunately. I would have loved to. I would definitely want to go back there, but I hope you had a great time there. From what I saw, it looked pretty crazy. Um, what am I talking about? I got a couple festivals coming up next year that I will be able to talk about more later. Uh, but that is very exciting. But anyway, back to Little Bo Prick and the Metaldays fiasco. If you haven't seen my video on Metal Festival Scams fans, it's about Metaldays because never they'd never refunded most people who asked for refunds during the COVID years. And they still haven't. I mean, they have some. It's not like zero nobody, but the majority of people have not gotten refunds. Um, One second. Let me read this. Captain XM says Electric Callboy was my favorite, aside from my favorite band, Bring Me the Horizon. Nice. I haven't seen Electric Callboy yet. I hopefully will next month, but that looks like so much fun. You got to appreciate that band. Um, so the Metaldays fiasco, I made a video calling them out a little bit because it's been an issue for a while. And a first comment I'll make to add on to this exciting story. Initially, when I made the video, within hours, Metaldays, Little Bo Prick, through Metaldays' official YouTube, commented on my video with a whole bunch of bullshit. Um, they have since deleted the comment because they just were getting endlessly called out by people telling that they're full of shit and refund the money. So I thought it was funny they deleted the comment, but I got several people messaged me. Um, Several people messaged me this morning saying they got this email from Metaldays regarding the ticket situation, the refund situation, the one that's been going on for 3 years now. So let's pull this up. Let's make sure it's readable. What am I looking for? All right, so apparently this email went out to a bunch of people through Metaldays' official emailing list. I didn't get it. But I know several people who did. This is from Little Bo Prick. It says, Metaldays is addressing the refund situation for visitors awaiting refunds from the canceled festival editions in 2020 and 2021. As a gesture of appreciation, we offer you a ticket for Metaldays 2023. Whoa! Your Metaldays 2023 ticket is attached to this email. Then later on in the email, it says, this email does not contain your tickets. Anyway, where am I? We apologize for any inconvenience caused by the refund delays. You know, if it's caused any inconvenience in the last 3 years that people have been asking for the refunds, we do apologize if it's been any inconvenience of keeping your money for 3 years. um If you prefer a refund, we are committed to processing it promptly. That's all it says. It doesn't say anything else about refunds. Just we'll get to it promptly. We haven't been prompt in 3 years, but now we will be prompt. Um, for those accepting the replacement ticket but unable to attend Metaldays 2023, tickets are resellable. Metaldays 2023 tickets are in demand and more expensive than previous years. So, let me translate this for everyone if you can't read through bullshit talk. I unfortunately have had many years experience with it. Do I have my, no, I don't. I was going to do something funny, but I don't have it near me. Anyway, to translate from bullshit to English for all of you, it says, Metaldays 2023 is not selling well at all because people are tired with my bullshit and everyone knows that I stole all their money. Since the festival is not selling well, I would like to offer those of you who have been annoying me for 3 years for their refunds the chance to spend your own money to come to my empty festival so that I may in turn make more money off of you before I fuck off to Africa. And if you do accept the ticket and you aren't able to resell it, which you won't be because Metaldays isn't selling well at all, you're no longer able to ask for a refund. So fuck you. Signed, Little Bo Prick. That's exactly what that says. Yeah, okay, so wait, he wants to pretend like this is a nice offer. Yeah, it's so nice that I've been waiting 3 years for my money back. Now I can go there to spend more money on overpriced stuff for a shit festival run by a scam artist. Metaldays tickets are in demand and more expensive than previous years. They're more expensive because he made them more expensive. They're not more expensive because it's in extreme demand. It's actually not. Let's go to Metaldays right now. Here we do. Oh, this fucking thing is so stupid. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the part where I get sued for copyright for pulling up their public website. Shop, Metaldays, festival tickets. Fuck your cookies. What am I looking for? Full festival ticket, 3-day ticket, 1-day ticket. None of these are sold out. Festival is in the end of this month. Yeah. Let's double check. Our 1-day ticket sold out. No. Our full festival tickets sold out. No. Our 3-day tickets sold out. No. They are in high demand. They are in such high demand that none of their ticket tiers have sold out yet. But you get the golden opportunity to buy your own travel and come here and waste more money for Metaldays. God, I sent this to a couple of my friends because it's so retarded, and one of them was saying the festival's in a month, less than a month. Who the fuck was not planning on going and is now gonna be like, "Oh shit, I got a free ticket. Honey, we gotta book our flights. Let's put in our time off work. Let's get everything 'cause we got a free ticket for Metal Scam 2023." Captain XM, this sounds like some Live Nation bullshit. Yeah, pretty right? It's just this is something Live Nation would pull. I'm surprised Bob Ain doesn't work for them. Um, Metalisk says, "I feel like your push towards Bo is the only reason why he's actually doing anything at this point because now he's called out. He's still not even doing anything. It's a fake gesture of kindness." Uh, Jeffrey says, "Short version, we spent your money already. Fuck off." That is exactly what that says. Yeah, it's since the festival's not selling well, I'm sure he probably is low on payments for like bands and the infrastructure for the festival. So come on and help me out, guys. I'm such a good person that you should come to my festival. Honda, hey, what's up, man? Says, so what they are telling is if you can't come, then sell the ticket in a lower price to someone else, if I understand the ending part. What they're trying to be sneaky about it. What he's trying to say is that if you can't make it, you could get the ticket that's worth more. So then if you sell it, you will make more money than what your refund was gonna be. That's what he's advertising. But since no one is buying tickets even from the festival, how are you gonna be able to sell your ticket for the extra hot commodity? You know what I mean? Missile Girl says, "Little Bo Prick is so pathetic." This is true. You can't get in trouble for copyright if you make, like, a fake character, so it will be Little Bo Prick is a fictional character I created that might loosely be inspired by a certain dumbass, but it's not, so I can sell products that are funny. Um, J-Dub says, "The best part of that email you shared was the attaches your ticket and then closed with, 'Actually, we need more info before sending your ticket.'" Yeah, it literally says, "Attached to this email is your ticket," and then at the end it says, "This email doesn't have your ticket." Just like your refunds. Right, Captain XM, he should ask Billy McFarlane how to sell tickets. He really should. At least he could fake it, get some fake models or something. It really is turning into such like a Fire Fest situation in so many ways. Uh, yeah, I've definitely there's been a lot of requests for a follow-up video. I definitely gonna make one. I was trying to get more information first, and I still have a little more digging to do, but I think this is already great material for a next one. And I genuinely do feel bad for anybody who's actually going to Metal Days and like, wasn't aware of all this and was just expecting like a fun metal festival. I really wonder how it will be for them. I'm sure some people going will probably still have somewhat of a good time, even if they're being fucked in so many ways. But hey, that can be fun too. Um, all right, I was commenting. Michael says, "Already bought ticket and flight for the festival before I knew about this bullshit. Hope it doesn't ruin the whole festival. Won't support them further though." Yeah, see, like going to any festival where the bands, as long as they actually show up and play, you're bound to have at least somewhat of a good time. So, I really hope that it's not a complete shit experience at all. I want you and everybody going to have a fun time. Um, Unfortunately, it's just organized by a massive doucher. Metalisk says, "So what happens to these significantly big bands that are scheduled to play Metal Days that end up with mediocre crowds?" I mean, it's not the first time it's happened. I've seen that happen to lots of bands of playing to a surprisingly low amount of people. Yeah, I guess we'll just see how it is gonna play out. We're only a couple weeks away. Also, too, is that it's Metal Days is scheduled for the exact same time as Vakken, which is just all kinds of stupid. So I hope the 5 people going to Metal Days do have a fun time. I really do. And there are good bands playing it. Like, I don't think the lineup is completely shit. I just think the person running it is completely shit. Um, I think that's really the main update for the Metaldays stuff, besides when I make a new video with some other information I've managed to dig up with my super secret CIA network of spies who all listen to Slayer. In other festival news, that another festival I made a video on, we have Powertrip, the big festival in where Coachella's held. Let me pull that one up here really quick. A really big, expensive festival that's $1,700 for a pit ticket, which is almost as insane as Bob Ain. Hey, I'm a lyricist. What was I doing? Power Trip. All right, I'm not gonna pull up Variety magazine because they're shells. So let's pull up Metal Injection. Pull up screen here. Power Trip is the big festival that's ridiculously expensive, made for the 1% elites who pretend like they're hip and cool. It has a bunch of legendary bands playing it. One of those bands that was announced was originally Ozzy Osbourne, the first show that he announced since announcing retiring from the road because he's just not in the shape to do it anymore. Many people were very skeptical of him actually being able to perform, rightfully so, because now he has bowed out of the Power Trip Festival. Unfortunately, it's not happy news. It's not unexpected, but not unexpected, but still a bummer. Replaced by Judas Priest, which I think is a fairly decent addition. I mean, I fucking love Judas Priest, absolutely, and respect their legacy. I think Ozzy just might be considered a little bit of a bigger level nowadays, at least, whether that's fair or not. Get the fuck out of here with your ads, god damn. Um, Judas Priest type something in all caps. Ozzy said, my original plan was to return to the stage in the summer of 2024. And when the offer to do the show came in, I optimistically moved forward. Unfortunately, my body is telling me that I'm just not ready yet. And I am much too proud to have the first show that I do in nearly 5 years be half-assed. I appreciate that. The band that will be replacement on Power Trip will be announced shortly as Judas Priest. So, it's unfortunate to say. It's not a happy thing to say, but I think just the writing has been on the wall for quite a while now. I think most people are pretty aware that Ozzy is done, unfortunately. He's retired. No, I don't want it. I don't like saying that. I want him to still play more, but just the shape he's been in, how things are going, how he's been going, it just really doesn't seem likely that he'll be back on stage for a full headline show or like a couple headlining shows. I mean, it sucks. It's just the curse of age and growing older and everything. And it's in a way, it's kind of like it is sad because I understand his desire to want to get out there and perform. I don't feel like it comes from a place that he feels like he needs to prove anything or that he's being forced to against his will or anything. I believe that Ozzy really wants to perform on stage, but time just comes where you're not able to do it anymore, unfortunately. Um, which sucks. You know, I'm not happy about saying that. I want Ozzy to still perform. I also want him to rest and not burn himself out and not make the latter years more painful than they need to be, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And catch up with some of these chats here really quick. Hondi says, yeah, I hope that this is the last year that we'll hear about Metaldays. Don't get me wrong. Probably a great festival, but Bo Prick just ruined it. The original Metal Camp was a great festival, and then Bob Bain did come and ruin it. Jeffrey says, As far as performance goes, Priest is an upgrade from Ozzy. I do agree with that. Um, Performance-wise, skill-wise, and musically, personally, I like Judas Priest more. And I just think on terms of, like, headliner level now, Judas Priest kinda took a weird step down a little bit, where I feel like they used to be playing bigger shows in the US than they currently are playing than they currently deserve, also. Um, to be honest, if someone replaced Ozzy in Powertrip, then there isn't better option than Judas Priest. Yeah, I mean, I think they were a good choice. I was really suspecting Aerosmith just because with the classic lineup they're going with, it's on the same day as AC/DC too. I felt like that probably would have been a good choice, but I mean, I'll never complain about seeing Judas Priest. Not that I'm going, because I'm not insanely rich. Um, Dropped in the chat late, but as someone who always wanted to see Ozzy but never got the chance to really go to concerts till last year, it sucks that Ozzy can't perform, but I also don't want him hurt. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, it's not a thing where um anyone's rooting for him to not be able to do it or anything. It's just out of respect, I think, out of uh care. We want him to relax and enjoy himself and not kill himself on stage when he doesn't have to. Uh, Seen Priest twice, the crowd was pathetic for such a legendary act. Yeah, I wonder what's up with that, because I do remember in, like, the early 2000s seeing Judas Priest on shows that were the scale of Iron Maiden, or it was, like, big outdoor amphitheaters and stuff. And now, like, in LA, they're playing in big theaters, but still theaters. And I don't know. I wonder why that is. I still love Priest. I still think they're fucking fantastic. I managed to see them with the original lineup couple times. Uh, so the lineup for Powertrip Festival is now. Hang on, if I could fucking read. Um, I believe the first day is Guns N' Roses and Iron Maiden, and then it's AC/DC and now Judas Priest, and then Metallica and Tool. And it is, like I said, $1,700 for pit tickets, $600 for the far back. Let's pull it up because I know that this festival isn't selling well either, which I think is kind of rightfully so. Um, Power Trip Festival. You want to catch up with some of these chats here? Um, Really glad I managed to see Ozzy once on Black Sabbath's retirement tour. I saw that tour. I saw it at Hellfest and in Oakland. That was fantastic. I'm definitely happy that I got to see. I never got to see Black Sabbath until then, and that was a big, big highlight moment. Um, Michael says, "Will you go to Tulminator sometime?" You think? Yes, I'm definitely going to Tulminator next year, 100%. That's the plan. So I'm very excited that Tulminator is keeping the metal alive in Tolman. We will have a big Wyatt's Metal party there next year. Fuck yeah. Nothing will keep me away from Tulminator. Olivia says, seen Judas Priest twice. Last time 4 or 5 years ago. It was pure madness in the crowd and arena show. Yeah, interesting. I wonder how, what type, maybe if they were still on their high like trajectory there. By the way, Olivia is a member of the channel, which I very much appreciate. For those that don't know, I have memberships now going for the channel. They start as low as 99 cents a month. Every single membership gets you exclusive little VIP perks, and every membership really helps me fund my plan to take over Iceland. And I would like you all to be a part of that. You're all welcome to be in my Metal Nation if you become a member of the channel. Ricardo says, luckily got to see Ozzy at the final Ozfest New Year's Eve. I was there too, and that was a really fucking good show. I was blown away by Ozzy came on at like 11, I think, 11-ish, and I think he played until like 1:30. It was nuts. I was exhausted, and I was like, how is Ozzy beating me? I'm like 28 at the time, and Ozzy's going nuts. That was a fantastic show. Um, I unfortunately think that will end up being Ozzy's final headlining show. We'll see. Maybe next year will be better for him, but good luck, Ozzy. Matt says, first show, Judas Priest, Defenders 84. That's nuts. I would have loved to have seen that. I met Rob Halford once. It was very funny. It was at a record store in San Francisco. He was doing a meet and greet. And I go up next to him to take a picture, and my mom was there, and she's fucking with the camera trying to get it to work. And Rob Halford whispers in my ear, asking who that is. And I say it's my mom, and Rob Halford yells to the whole record store, "Come on, Mom!" And just embarrassed her in front of everybody. It was great. Ed says, I've seen Priest 3 times. First 2 times, crowd was great. Last time, it was weak. Their fans must be getting old. I wonder if that's it. Are Judas Priest fans just ending up in retirement homes now or something? Unfortunately, because, yeah, I feel like that used to be way more of a bigger thing. Like, oh shit, Priest is coming. And I feel they still deserve that. But I don't know. Times change, I guess. Let's check on Powertrip's money. Here's their ridiculous one. We have 3-day reserve seating for fucking. Look at that fee. Fee. Look at that price. $4,300. What the hell does $4,300 even get you? $4,300. I should have Iron Maiden play a private show in my living room, and still each of them give me $100 afterward. Look at this stupid ass layout. Okay, so here's the pit. That's where the $1,700 tickets are. Reserve seat. I just want to know what the hell this gets you. Let's see. Includes access to lounges, food, drink vendors, restrooms, shaded areas, full cash bars. But why the huge price difference? Oh, it's probably reserved seating between fucking general admission in the back behind the dumpsters, and then like reserve seating in the pit or up here for your dumb shit. Anyway. 3-day general admission sold it all. The $600 back ones. I mean, they're still available. Is there a way to see if any like tiers have sold out yet or anything? Tent camping, lodges. This place has got everything. The Pit for $1,600 plus fees. I feel like if you can afford $1,600 to be in the pit, you're not the type of person who would usually be in the pit area. That sounds like someone who would be in the VIP with like a lazy boy chair and air conditioning. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'll take one. No. There was actually an article on this I saw go up that I didn't read yet. I want to see if I can find that. Google Powertrip. You guys think Powertrip is worth it at all? Would you guys buy any of those tiers? I mean, I love a lot of those bands. I really do. If it was way cheaper, I would definitely go. But with the price and everything, does anybody think it's worth it? Yeah. Ricardo says, still ain't paying $600 plus to see giant screens. Yeah, exactly. You watch it on your TV for far cheaper. What was I pulling up here? Where's that article? Let's see. Powertrip news. Probably most going to be the Judas Priest one, but I saw one where it was saying local people were saying that it was way too expensive, which it is. Maybe I should have pulled this up before looking at it. Like how Powertrip expensive came up on Google automatically. Powertrip, Coachella Valley locals say Golden Voices Metal Festival is too expensive, in quotes. Like it's allegedly too expensive. I haven't read this article at all. Let's look at it. When Powertrip Music Festival was announced in April, metal fans around the world were excited for the 3-day festival featuring the heaviest and most legendary bands in the genre. One of those is correct. To advertise it, they put up several billboards. But the excitement surrounding the October 6th to 8th event waned when festival passes went on sale. In recent weeks, it appeared the premium seating in the front of the stage in the grandstands at 800 to wait, what? In recent weeks, it appeared the premium seating in front of the stage in the grandstands at 800 to fucking 3900 was selling, but more seats were recently added. GA passes are also still available at $600. I don't believe you that they were selling. I mean, I know this has sold some tickets. So why didn't this event featuring Guns N' Roses, Iron Maiden, AC/DC, now Judas Priest, Metallica, and Tool sell out instantly? That's exactly what I was saying. Something like this should have sold out in a couple of hours. Sean Cox, some guy, former Live Nation ticketing representative for venues, said it's too expensive. I'm hearing from my sources in the ticketing industry that the show is not doing well at all. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing too. I think what Golden Voice is going to have to do to make its money back is reduce ticket prices or sell single day tickets. That's exactly what I heard too. I heard rumors that they're considering doing single day tickets for probably far cheaper. I might consider that. I'd probably go to 2 of those days if the tickets were affordable. It's priced as such that only baby boomers and Gen Xers with money can afford to buy these tickets for themselves or their kids. Correct. Or Live Nation executives. The audience that will keep the music alive for the next 20 years can't go see Ozzy Osbourne for the last time. That's a great statement. The audience that will keep this music alive for the next 20 years can't go see Ozzy for the last time. Can't go see AC/DC for the last time because they're priced out. It's for straight up like, what the fuck is this shit? It's for straight up like corporate elitist in a way. I mean, not everyone. If you're going to this festival and you're watching this, I'm not calling you a corporate elitist. I'm just saying the ticket pricing is fucked, and it should have been way better. That's what upsets me about this industry, he added. It's always been greedy, but now it's stupidly cutting off the majority of audience because they can't afford the ticket price. Yeah, and that's what I was saying, I think, on the last podcast I did here last week. Back in like the 70s, 80s, even 90s, I'm sure, ticket prices were way fucking cheaper and bands were making way more money off of it and fans could afford to go to way more shows. Now ticket prices are out fucking outrageous. Most people can't afford it and the bands aren't doing well. Only Live Nation and those little cockroaches are doing well. I will stand by that. Live Nation are cockroaches. Catch up to some of these comments here. You could go to bigger festivals even cheaper than 600 euros. Yes, Hellfest, I believe, is cheaper. Grasspop is cheaper. I'm pretty sure Vakken's cheaper. And you get like hundreds of more bands at those than you would at this festival. And you get some of the headliners too. Olivia says, well, I would consider it if I'd live in the US and basically for Ozzy that now won't play. Yeah, I think Ozzy was a big reason for a lot of people because it's such a rare thing and very likely would have been one of his last shows. And now that option's out. And that's the thing too. It's more likely to see Judas Priest. They tour fairly regularly, which is great because I love Priest. But I don't really feel compelled to spend $600 when many of these bands tour fairly regularly. Metallica, Tool doesn't, but Metallica, Iron Maiden, Priest still tour pretty well. Aftershock 2 is happening the same weekend with Guns N' Roses and Tool, and it's cheaper than that. It's ridiculous. If you want people to come to your show, you should make it affordable. Make the tickets $10 and make the drinks $3. People spend so much money. I've never been to a fest yet, but you're nuts if you think I'm paying 600 to go watch screens with only 6 bands when so many other festivals offer more. Exactly. I'm glad that you're able to see that. And a lot of people argue, or a lot of people's defense for going to it if they are going, is that it's a lot of these bands' last time, it's memories of your childhood, it's, the music you grew up with, and I totally understand and respect that. That is, it's the same reason I go to concerts. I just think it's disgusting that a corporation like Golden Voice is willing to exploit that by charging you such astronomical sums of money and making it a defense of like, well, you might not get the chance to see these guys again. So, sell your house and your children so you can come see 6 bands play in the desert. Like, I think the bands deserve better, and I think the fans deserve better. 100%. I want all of those bands to make as much money as they're probably getting from this show, and I want fans to be able to afford it, and I want the executives to go fuck themselves. um, if I lived close to Powertrip and hadn't already spent a shitload of money to go to Blue Ridge, I might consider going to Powertrip, but it feels way too much for so few bands. Dude, I would 100% rather go to Blue Ridge. I would absolutely choose Blue Ridge over Powertrip. Um, so I don't think you made a mistake there in any way. I'd be more inclined if it was all general admission and opener bands. Um, shit, where we go? This thing goes so quickly, goddamn. Lucas says, just for reference, last year's Hellfest had 3 out of the 6 bands announced for PT. I don't know what that means. It had about 150 more bands and tickets sold for a third of the price. That is exactly my point. For the price of 2 pit tickets for Powertrip, you could buy a festival ticket for any European festival, including airfare, and see way fucking more bands and be in the pit for all of them if you have the stamina for it. Jason says it will be a huge slap to the face of those who already overpaid for the original tickets if they drastically lower the prices of the tickets just to sell them. Yeah, that's a very good point. It's kind of I think Tesla did that, where they drastically lowered the price after a while, and people who paid the full price were pretty pissed off. Yeah, I mean, I would be. Imagine you pay $1,800, $2 million, whatever they want to make it, and then other people are like, yeah, it cost me $6 because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Ricardo says, hell, even Aftershock is cheaper and literally hours away from Powertrip, same weekend, and has 2 of the headliners. There you go. And there's a fantastic barbecue place near Aftershock Festival because I used to live in Sacramento called Tank House. If you're going to Aftershock, go to Tank House in downtown Sacramento. It is bomb. Three Punch, however your last part is spelled. Says, I bought tickets for this mainly for Ozzy, and even though that was hard to justify, but I love the whole lineup in general. Going to contact the bank for a chargeback for sure, since ASX is a pain with refunds. Oh, I've heard that they are with that too. And Ozzy canceling is, I think, a very big reason to give refunds back to the people who did try to get them. I'm gonna close this stupid ad gets out of here. Got tickets for Blue Ridge instead. Crazy lineup. Yeah, I'm trying to go to Blue Ridge. A lot of people have been asking me if I'm gonna go. I really want to because I think half the lineup is genuinely awesome and I'd really love to see, and the other half is hilarious and I'd have a really funny time watching some of those acts there. And the actual location looks great. I really want to try to go to Blue Ridge this year. Fingers crossed, I'll see everybody there. Matt says, I saw these bands back in the day. I'd much rather go see Full of Hell or Primitive Man for $20 in a room with 200 people nowadays. Yep, I completely fucking agree. Yeah, I understand for, like kids who didn't get to see these bands in their heyday or haven't been to festivals and everything. Yeah, I get the enticement of it, but yeah, man, there's so many other fucking shows I'd rather go to. You could think of how many $20 shows you could go to for the same price as one general admission Powertrip ticket. Man, um, for those prices, there shouldn't be 3 days, but 2 weeks. Yeah, there should also be Lemmy and Freddie Mercury's Skeleton Resurrected, and Motorhead and Queen added to the lineup. Yeah, that's what for that for $1,700. You need to resurrect Jimi Hendrix, get fucking the original AC/DC, Exodus. I want a super group of Lemmy, Dio, Peter Steele, Jesus, everybody for that fucking price. That's insane. For that price, everyone going better get an orgasm. Uh, commenting on Blue Ridge Rock Festival, dude, do it. Even the smaller bands, it's amazing. I went last year and it was the best fest I've ever been to. Cool. Yeah, no, I definitely want to check that one out. Blue Ridge's new location is amazing. Been the last 2 years, and it's my new yearly vacation. Nice. Yeah, it looked like it was in a really cool like park area. I don't know too much about it, but out of the like big metal festivals in the US, that one is high on my list to check out. This comment's good. I plan on gaslighting my wife into going to Europe and going to Metal Fest as part of our honeymoon next year. There you go. That is the sign of true love and devotion right there. What better honeymoon than a bunch of metal festivals in Europe? Hell yeah. That's how you know they're a keeper. Christian Armstrong says, I kind of agree with Matt on how I love the smaller shows that are 200,000 people versus a big festival that's so huge you can't even see the stage. Yeah, when I went to Milwaukee Metal Fest the other month, there was still a festival, but it was much smaller compared to these things like Aftershock or Hellfest or whatever. And it was really enjoyable because it was really easy to get around. It was easy to see all the bands. You were never like so far away you needed binoculars to see a band or anything. It was pretty nice. So don't look past smaller shows, smaller festivals. They often can be way more fun and exciting. Um, that said, I'm still such a sucker for the Lord of the Rings size pits at metal festivals. You can't see anything like that. Olivia says, I've heard rumors that Blue Ridge will be the last Slipknot show ever. I sincerely hope that's not true as I didn't see them live yet. Oh, damn. I didn't hear that. I feel like they've been doing gestures and hints of that for a long time. Hasn't Corey Taylor been saying since the day he joined Slipknot that they're about to break up? I mean, I hope not. I still think they're cool. I've only seen them once, and it was really awesome at Hellfest 2019. I hope Blue Ridge isn't their last show, but we will see. Better hurry on Blue Ridge tickets. It is selling out. Man, that's something Metaldays and Powertrip wouldn't know anything about. Festivals selling out? Whoa. What a shocking thing. Jason says, I only paid $58 to see Yngwie Malmsteen play his greatest hits with Glenn Hughes playing the whole Burn album by Deep Purple in Beverly Hills in September, front row seats. That's pretty fucking cool, actually. I don't even remember that one happening, but that sounds pretty rad. Have not been to a concert in Beverly Hills yet, I don't think. Tone C says, first show was Ozzy Black Rain Tour. Saw AC/DC Black Ice Tour. Missed Judas Priest in 2011. Had to sell my ticket. 2011, I saw Judas Priest at Vakken. That's actually, I believe that's the last time I saw Judas Priest. It's been so long. Damn. Always worth it. I'm sure they're still definitely worth it. You will go deaf seeing Judas Priest. I first saw Ozzy at Ozfest 2007 on the Free Fest, and then after that was, I believe, the Black Sabbath shows, which were awesome. What's up? Welcome to the metal chat of drama and shit festivals who don't know how to price things. It's not a hard concept. Anyone watching who runs a festival, wants to run a festival, make the tickets affordable, make the festival appealing to people, treat the fans and bands correctly, and people will probably go. Ta-da, there's your magic solution. I just saved you a TED Talk. I just saved you buying a masterclass from someone. Handi says, talking of smaller festivals in Finland, there's a festival in a small island of about 5,000 people called Saare Saarervete. That's pretty close. I didn't warm up my fucking vocals today. Saarervete. That's my finish. It was my first festival, and I'm considering going there this year. I haven't heard of that. That sounds awesome. You were telling me about the New Metal Rock Festival too, and that is definitely something I want to check out. Um, Darth Kyle asked, "What festivals are you going to this year and next year?" So, gotta think. The only one I know for sure I'm going to go to is Tulminator next year. Besides that, I'm trying really hard to go to Blue Ridge Rock Festival this year. I'm gonna try to go to 70,000 Tons of Metal in January. Um, hopefully they won't hold a grudge for my video. Encouraging them to do better, which they since have. Um, I don't know. This year is a little difficult to make happen unless stuff comes up last minute. If Blue Ridge doesn't work out, I want to try Full Terror Assault in Virginia because I believe it's the same weekend, and that one just looks fucking insane. For next year, I definitely am going to do Tulminator. I'm definitely going to do Maryland Death Fest, Fire in the Mountains, as long as it does happen, which I hope it does happen. Hope enough people showed support to that festival because I definitely want to go to that one. And then hopefully we'll see about more European ones. Brutal Assault is an option. The fuck else? I had another one in mind that I forgot. It's still pretty up in the air, but those are ones that are on my list to try to go to. Planning for sure going to. Fingers crossed. If anyone wants to donate and help me get to these festivals, I have Cashapp, Venmo links on my channel. Becoming a member greatly helps. Remember, every membership gets me closer to buying Iceland so we can all have a metal community together where the rest of the world can fuck off and we can just get drunk and party all the time. Where am I at? Let me catch up with these things. Jada, plan to see Pantera with Metallica at all? I'm crossing 2 bands off my bucket list seeing them. I am not. I've seen Metallica a good handful of times already to where if they were on a festival with a bunch of bands I wanted to see, sure, I'd check them out, but it's not really a big selling point for me anymore. Pantera, I was never really that much into, so it's not super my thing. But if you're going to both shows, because I know Metallica's doing their 2-day thing, you're gonna get your fill of Metallica songs. They should play pretty much everything. And when I've seen Metallica, they've been good. I'm not the biggest fan, but they've played enough old school stuff when I've seen them that was appealing to me. So I hope that show was a good time. I have to agree with even just stadiums compared to smaller venues. One of my favorite shows was seeing the Bay Strikes Back in Kansas City in a small venue. Fuck yeah, I bet that show was sick. That show works in a small venue. I fucking hate stadiums, to be honest. Stadiums are only worth it if you're on the floor, and those are so much money nowadays. Like, unless it's like I did the floor for Merciful Fate, Rammstein, and Iron Maiden. Those were worth it to me. But besides that, like, floor's pretty pricey now, and being in seats fucking sucks a lot. Yeah, I prefer small shows now, or like I still like the big field type of setup too. Christian says, so I help staff a festival, but it's not a metal festival. It is an event called MagFest, Music and Gaming Festival. Half music, half convention, just 20,000 gamers in a hotel. That's fucking cool. Where's that at? I want to check that out and talk about that. That's cool as shit. MagFest. Look into that if you're a gamer and a metalhead. They tend to go hand or music fan. But that's cool. I want to look at that. Because I don't go only to metal festivals. Like I said at the beginning of this, next week I'll be at Comic Con San Diego, shilling for Nickelodeon. So if you happen to be in the area and you want a really funny picture, come find me. Adam says, manage our first visit to Copenhagen this year. Fuck yeah. Great setup on a small island just outside the city. Great bands and the sound throughout the festival is phenomenal. It's on a small island? I didn't know that. But I've heard about Copenhagen for a long time. It looks great. I've pretty much only heard good things about Copenhagen. That's a major festival. High on my list to check out, definitely. It's hard because I feel like when you go to festivals, you get really, like, comfortable with one and it will feel like your home setting and you'll wanna keep going back there, but then you wanna check out other festivals, and it can be kinda hard if you don't live in Europe because you tend to do 1, maybe 2 festivals a year if you're traveling overseas. So it's kind of a choice up between, do I wanna go to the one I know I love that has so many fond memories, or do I wanna go check out a new one? And that's really the reason why I haven't been to most of the festivals I haven't been to, not out of not wanting to do it, just being unfortunate enough to be born American. Um, Ricardo says Ozfest 2018 was legitimately my first festival. My next festival is definitely Psycho Las Vegas. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully they come back. If they do, I will most likely be there. I've been there twice, I think, and Psycho's great. I love that festival. Um, Andy says, I was at Numerock Fest a few weeks ago. I was going to see Vader, but I drank half a bottle of liquor and passed out for 4 hours. That happens. That has happened to all of us, happened to the best of us. Someone commented on one of my posts. I think it was in one of my videos. I can't remember which one exactly, but they said something like they were at a festival and their girlfriend really wanted to see Slayer and then laid down and passed out and then woke up and was excited to see them and didn't realize she missed. That happens to everyone. Pretty sure I know I've missed municipal waste at festivals from passing out. I missed Lamb of God on a boat, the mega cruise. We'd stopped off in Mexico and then got back on the boat. Lamb of God were about to play, and I was so fucking tired that I ended up missing him. But it's cool. I've seen them plenty of times. Randy was just practically standing on my fucking head in Milwaukee, so it's all good. Um, you need to make sure to carry a little Bo Prick flag to show so people know the metal savior is there. Saying little Bo Prick like badges or like pins would be so fucking funny. I'll think of that. I'll think of some really funny character. Oh, Magfest is in Maryland. That's drivable for me. Cool. Magfest is located in Maryland, right outside of DC in January. So I also wanted to go to 70K, but they're around the same time. Choices have to be made. Damn. That's difficult. Boats or games. That is a hard choice. Miss Little Girl says Magfest sounds awesome. It does. I want to look at that. Bought 2-day tickets for Metallica because it'll be my first time seeing them, but I really only want to see Pantera Tribute and Metallica. Not a huge fan of openers like Five Finger Flute Punch. Yeah, five finger hand jerk, five finger, Four Loco. That is a band that has never been for me. Sorry if you're a fan of them, but that's not my fault. I get why people would want to see the Pantera tribute. It's not for me, but if you're a massive Pantera fan, sure. And Metallica still, I think, deliver for what they do. It's what last time I saw Metallica was Aftershock in 2021, I think. And it was like half the set was old school thrash songs where I was like, fuck yeah, like Battery, Whiplash is fucking cool. And then the other half would be like these dad rock songs they did in the 90s that I would just be like, all right, I'm starting to get tired and we'll see how this goes. And they'd be like, oh fuck, and then like Master of Puppets, and then all right. It was very bipolar, most of their concerts. I think that was mostly the news I had. There's something else I wanted to cover. I'm trying to remember. There had to be. I need to just be pulling up Blabbermouth and going through the news of what has happened in the metal world. What is going on? Let's check really quick before I get out of here. I just finished writing the script for my next video on the channel, which will hopefully be up. If not tonight, it will be up tomorrow morning. Because as soon as I'm done with this podcast, I'm going to record it and then start editing it. I do have band practice later, so that will take up a little bit of time. But the video is coming up within the next, I would say, 30 hours, and the next video will be up. It is a guide to moshing. I've been asked a couple times to cover that. So you can check out my hilarity on a mosh pit. Coming soon, so stay tuned. Let me get rid of Blabbermouth's ads that are in the way. I'm telling you, dude, when I was a kid, I would wake up and literally first thing every morning I'd go on Blabbermouth and just read the metal news and get caught up. And then they started getting so many ads that I feel like it's pretty impossible to even use their website now, especially on a phone. Yeah, I hate ads. Which I know is funny coming from a YouTuber who has ads in their video, but I need money, and I try to limit the really fucking annoying ones too. Hey, I'm just checking. Does Blabbermouth have anything interesting to say? Not really. Thankfully, Little Bo Prick and Powertrip gave quite a bit of entertainment for this week's episode of the Wyatt's Metal Podcast. Oh, let me catch up with these comments here really quick. Actually, YOLO says, was front row at the Pantera tribute at Sweden Rock Festival. Gotta say that they delivered. Oh, cool. Glad to hear that. Front row at Sweden Rock has got to be cool. That's another festival very much on my list. Want to check out. I've only heard good things about that too. J-Dub says, Till Lindemann drama. Is Rammstein getting canceled? Has been making the rounds the past few weeks. Yeah. So I've seen Tank the Tech talking about that. It's been going on in the metal news a little bit. For those unaware, the singer for Rammstein, Till Lindemann, has been accused of inappropriate sexual stuff. To be honest, I have not really looked into it that much, just because these things have happened so many times that I want to wait for more solid information to come out. I don't really want to jump on it either way. And I actually am very interested in legal cases and like court procedure and lawyer stuff. I fucking love the Johnny Depp trial. That was the most entertaining thing that happened last year. So I'm looking at it like that. I want to wait and see. I honestly have not read even all the information that's out yet, but we'll see. If he's innocent, then I hope that gets proven, and if he's not innocent, then that sucks. But we'll just wait to catch up. And when there's like a final thing, I probably will make a video on it when there's like solid more stuff to go out there, but good luck. Honda says Guide to Moshing, can't wait. Yeah, I hope everybody likes it. I tried to make it funny and entertaining, you know. Christian says not enough people know how to mosh. I just tell people no karate in the pit. Yeah, exactly. It's not just a big fight to hurt people. I mean, depending on what show you're at, I've seen that happen too, but that's something I definitely point out in the videos. The type of characters you're bound to see in a mosh pit, especially those ones. Jeffrey says, not jumping directly into drama and waiting for facts. How very un-YouTuber of you. I know. I should be doing a bunch of clickbait rage titles being like, I can't believe Rammstein did this. And that will get all the traction in the algorithm. But I don't want to do that. I'd rather make fun of Metaldays. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Regardless of drama, Rammstein had a great show a week ago here in the Netherlands. Oh shit, a week ago. Nice. I've seen Rammstein, I believe 3 times, and each time has been incredible. I saw them last September, probably on the same tour you just saw, and it was the biggest like stage show I've ever seen. It was fucking awesome. If you get the chance to see Rammstein before they get canceled, I recommend you do it. What was that? I think Elfo says, "Look at photos of the crowd from Desert Trip in 2016 and see how far back GA is. I'm 30 minutes behind." Uh, yeah, look at shows of other concerts that have happened at the location of Powertrip. That is not general admission. I would consider that behind the concert. That's not general admission. So, I think that pretty much covers everything for this week's podcast. I really appreciate everybody coming in here. Pretty good audience size, from what I'm seeing. I don't think these numbers are particularly accurate when it comes to live viewers, at least from what I'm seeing. But the chat has been super fun. I really appreciate you guys being in here and keeping it entertaining and giving me things to work off of, so I'm not just sitting here awkwardly talking to myself. I want to thank Lil Bo Prick for giving me endless material for my channel and really helping my channel grow. I'm very excited to continue this saga in my Metal CoffeeZilla series, it seems. um, if you would like to support the channel, support what I do, help me get to more festivals, you can become a member of the channel. You get a lot of exclusive cool perks there. You can donate to Venmo, Cash App. Really just liking the videos, watching them is all that I really ask from people. That's more than enough. If you like my videos, please like them. Please share them to your metal friends. Um, Check out my band Dark Insanity on Instagram. We have very big news coming up real soon. And once again, I will not be doing a podcast next week because I will be at Comic-Con, but I will be back the week after that, and I will have videos coming up in the meantime. So until then, stay metal, and I will see you all soon.